Hey everyone, Dr. Toss here. I'm going to be bringing you a 1 versus 1 with myself, Apoptosis, spawning down here as the blue Protoss. My opponent is going to be Luckcat, spawning up here as the red Terran. Let's go ahead and kick this off, shall we? Now, first thing I want to note about this game is that I played Luckcat in the previous League Ladder whatever game, and so GG Battle.net in pairing me up with random people again. And the funny thing is he said that before too, shut up dog, so a little bit of smack talk there from Luckcat, and then I believe he goes on to say that I won the last game out of luck. Probably pretty true, any game I could win is pretty lucky to me, but the funny thing is, you'd think he would win most of his games out of luck considering his name is Luckcat. I don't know, maybe that's just me, maybe I'm a noob, I have no idea. Gonna go ahead and put my first pylon there. I'm not gonna wall in as I'm going against a Terran player, so I feel if I wall in, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself what the fuck pwned. The Terran player is gonna go ahead and do his basic standard wall off. He has now made a supply depot that is game changing. He is altering the game. Oh my god, he's gonna win. So second supply depot going down. Very unusual build for him. You'd think he'd be putting down a barracks next, but apparently not. Maybe he's not as good as I thought he was. This game is basically going to go and highlight the importance of scouting your opponents regularly. Because let me tell you what, if I had not scouted this guy when I did, and you will see, I probably would have lost this game. Going to go ahead and throw down my gateway, pretty standard Protoss opening, and the assimilator next. So nothing too strange and out of the ordinary there. Luckcat finally going to go ahead and throw down his barracks. He's got a hole here, so my probe fit right through there. So I'm going to go ahead and see what he's got. Anything else going on up here? Nothing going on, just a gas thrown down. Going to go ahead and leave my probe there, just sitting around. Let's go ahead and check out the APM meter, because APM equals skill. Obviously, we suck because our APMs are in the 40s and 30s, so we're obviously not that good. I'm going to go ahead and throw down my cybernetics core now. I'm going to see if I can pump out some sentries as soon as possible, so I'm able to block off my ramp, just in case he decides to push out a little bit early. SCV going to be chasing my probe around his base a little bit of SCV on probe love there. Gonna scout around, oh, making it through the mineral line. Let's see if I can go down to his natural and just play catch with the SCV. Back at my base, got my second gateway up, and my second gas is going up as well. Back over here at Luckcat's base, throwing down the third supply depot. Very interesting wall off here. I don't know if I agree with this, but whatever, to each his own. Luckcat's going to go ahead and get his second gas and get his orbital command. Let's go ahead and take a look at the production tab. On the way, I've got a sentry and warp gate technology. For Luckcat, he's got a factory on the way. Going to go ahead and lose my probe right there to the Marine, so the Marine now has 1 kill. What an ass. Factory for Luckcats. Still working on that second gateway and sentry, warp gate technology, and another probe. Woohoo, another probe. Got to keep making those probes, you're not going to get the money. It looks like we got an expansion coming up for Luckcat. He's going to go ahead and take his natural relatively early in the game. We're about 5 minutes in the game, so not too early, I suppose, but pretty early nonetheless. Going to perk my sentry up here just in case any kind of Marine, Marauder, or whatever wants to come up to my ramp. I'm going to go ahead and put a force field right there and see if I can't block that off. Got a probe coming out here. I'm going to go ahead and put a pylon over here so I can check these rocks to make sure they're not being destroyed or anything. I believe Luckcat had the same idea at some point. He'll be putting a supply depot right about there to make sure that I'm not destroying his rocks. On the production tab, let's see, we got a starport on the way for Mr. Luckcat here. So that would be the Destiny Cloudfist build that Husky made famous there. So we're going to go ahead and see that come up. On my side, I got more sentries pumping out and a robotics facility just now finished. Gonna go ahead and go with the Colossus as soon as I can. Probably gonna pump out some Immortals just so I can hold the front line a little bit easier against any kind of Marauder push. Let's go ahead and take a look at the income tab. Incomes are fairly even, with myself 2 harvesters ahead of Luckcat, but now Luckcat does have his natural expansion up and running. We'll see if he can get that saturated anytime soon. I have just now started my natural expansion, so hopefully I'll be able to get that saturated the second it pops up. Now 3 sentries on the field, so like they sit there and they're going to build up some energy. Going to throw a pylon down here, make sure I can warp in any kind of reinforcements at my ramp here. Going to be pumping out the Immortals now. Let's go back to the production tab. So I got an Immortal and a Stalker, and he's got Siege Tech on the way. So he's going to go ahead and try and defend his main entrance here with some siege tanks. Hopefully I'll be able to break through that at some point. Siege tank just kind of sitting there, or actually that's, yeah, it's a siege tank. Siege tank still researching. There's the supply depot to make sure he can see on this side of the rock there. If I'm trying to, you know, destroy his rocks or anything. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my robotics bay over here, and not too sure what the reasoning on this was. I was just figuring, you know, if he scans this, he'll see this, but maybe he won't see the robotics bay. I don't know. I think if I could play this game again, I probably wouldn't put this over here. I'd make a pylon and put it down here. I think that'd be a smarter move. Looks like he's getting his natural well saturated. He's gonna get his first gas on his natural. Gonna do a little probe transfer down here, so I'm gonna take some probes from the main and send them to my natural. Got my first gas as well. And whoa! Fusion core, look out. We are 8.5 minutes in this game, and this guy is going for battle cruises. Unbelievable. And like I said, this is the importance of scouting this stuff. If I had not scouted this battle cruiser, or this fusion core, we would be in trouble. In fact, I don't think I even scouted the fusion core. I just sat my probe right here on the stargates because I kind of thought he was going to do some Banshee play, but that didn't end up being the case. And in any case, once I scout the battlecruiser, I totally stop making Colossus and start pumping out Stalkers, because Stalkers will do extra damage versus armored. So where is my... There's my my observer, so let's see what he can see. So I do spot the fusion core. So, well, I guess I don't really spot it in game. I wasn't really paying attention. I was more focused on these stargates because I kind of thought he was going to pump out Banshees. So I was going to get a second observer out too to make sure I can park it at my base here. Either way, Banshees I would have gotten out Stalkers to begin with, just to make sure I can protect my mineral line or anything. Let's see, battlecruiser almost on the field. This is where I'm like, oh, whoa, battlecruiser. Once I see the first battlecruiser pop out, I decide it is now or never, because as you can see, he's got absolutely no defense over here. Missile turret going up over here, but that is about it. He's gonna go ahead and take a couple pop shots off of my observer. He's gonna get away clean. Saw the battlecruiser. Was like, oh my god, he's got battle cruisers. So I'm going to go ahead and start pumping out more Stalkers. Going to go over here. Going to see if I can start to move out here. Maybe, maybe not. Let's take a look at the income tab. I am below him by at least 300 minerals a minute, so go figure he's got mules. So that's definitely going to increase the minerals a minute for him. I got my expansion relatively saturated. Got another observer over here to see if I can spot any kind of Banshees. Extended thermal lance on the way, so if I can go ahead and range these rocks down over here and hopefully outrange some tanks. Let me see, tanks have got range of 13, so not even. Range of 13 is greater than range of 9, so looks like Luckcat need a little bit of a pause there. So being a nice guy, went ahead and paused for him. He's got some bad macro going on here. I'm going to point that out for one. My macro, it's slipping a little bit, but it could be a little better. Could be a little worse, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and send a probe up here as well, and go ahead and make a pylon there so I can keep warping in additional reinforcements. Got my observer parked over here so I can make sure to see any kind of siege tank or marines or anything, or even the battlecruisers. Where are the battlecruisers? He's got 2 battlecruisers so far. Let's take a look at the units tab. So he's got 2 battlecruisers, 1 marine, and 2 siege tanks versus my 2 immortals, 1 colossus, 11 stalkers, and 3 sentries. So I think I've pretty much got him. Looks like he's going to go ahead and take another expansion. This will be his second expansion. 3 battlecruisers on the way. Going to go ahead and engage my army over here. Got the rocks, take the rocks down. Pylon is now placed. Going to go ahead and warp in some stalkers here. There they are. Going to go ahead and focus down a battlecruiser. Here we go. Here comes the big engagement. Guardian shield is up. Going to go ahead and focus down this battlecruiser. Moving the stalkers in. Move, click, and there goes 1 battlecruiser. 1 battlecruiser is down. Going to go ahead and take out the second battlecruiser, maybe. Going to do a little bit of damage to him. Colossus taking out the mineral line. Battlecruiser going down. Battlecruiser, oh, and he gets away. Siege tank's going to move into position to try and counter me. Going to go ahead and bring in some more stalkers. Going to take out the mineral line, taking out the Vespian gas, taking out all these STVs. Going to go ahead and destroy this expansion. Siege tanks getting in position. 3 battlecruisers on the way. 1 heavily damaged. Command center goes down. Missile turret goes down. Vespian Geyser takes some damage. Gonna go ahead and move up and engage these siege tanks. Gonna take them out. SCVs repairing the siege tanks. SCVs repairing the battlecruisers. Gonna focus the battlecruisers. Focus the battlecruiser. Gonna focus this battlecruiser. The battlecruiser's going down. Going down. Going down. Colossus laying down some firepower on the SCVs, repairing the battlecruisers. This is going to be a good game. I think Luckcat cannot respond to this anymore. Battlecruiser down. Gonna go ahead and retreat. Lost too many stalkers, but got more stalkers reinforcing. Losing my macro. My macro is slipping. Bad macro. Gonna go ahead and bring in some more stalkers. 2 battlecruisers remain for Luckcat, and that is his whole army. Went ahead and lost his natural expansion. Gonna go ahead and bring out an expansion down here, but that's not going to be saturated anywhere near in time. Gonna bring out more stalkers here. No +1 attack on the way for me. If we take a look at the production tab, oh, +1 is on the way, along with Blink. This should be the game. This is going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna go and bring it in here. Colossus laying down some range 9 firepower there. Gonna go and take out these supply depots. Where did the battlecruisers go? I don't know. The battlecruisers are gone. I think they're moving downfield to take my base out, but they are gone. Gonna go in here and clean up this base. He's got nothing left. 2 battlecruisers trying desperately to pump out. Gonna take out this fusion core. Fusion core is going to go down. Colossus laying down some range firepower, and there is the game from Luckcat. He is going to go ahead and leave the game. No GG. No GG from the last game either. And where are those battlecruisers? There they are. Looks like they were going to try and come down to my base. They wasn't going to do them a lot of good. More gateways coming out. So that just wanted to demonstrate the importance of making sure you scout your opponent every so often. The 8-minute mark's a good time to scout your opponent. So definitely scouted him. Saw the battlecruisers like, oh crap. Got to move out. If I hadn't have moved out, he would have massed battlecruisers, and that probably would have been the end of my game. So I hope you all enjoyed this cast. If you like this, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.